So I normally start my vlogs at away games, well, any game actually, outside the stadium, but today I thought I'd try and reflect what an away game means. You know, here's a pub down in Southampton which is full of City fans, all in good spirits, lovely sunny day, and enjoying the sun, not just the trip down here and the match, but the weekend. And it is at the moment in the middle of the Easter weekend, so it's a holiday for a lot of people. But I also know that as much as winning is nice, and as much as wanting City to win trophies is nice, City fans, and I guess all football fans, it's about the camaraderie, it's about being together, it's about the journey, it's about everything, because a football match is only 90 minutes, isn't it? So let's get a little flavour of what it means to the people in that pub before I head up towards the stadium.
So going to away days, our dad is a bank and he forced us to support City, so we didn't have a choice. So going away days is just the camaraderie of a whole group of people getting together, and it just, even if we win, lose or draw, we're still going to be here no matter what. And I think it's just the fact that everyone knows that we're just here. It doesn't matter if we win, we're not going to drop off. If we don't win, we're just here for it, and we're going to be there for it all, basically.
Is this better than a home game then?
Oh yeah, definitely. It's a lot louder.
At the home games, you've got a lot of the idiots that the minute a bad pass goes for a corner or for a throw and they're giving it this. Away days, you can lose, and it's like, I saw you last week. It's like a group, it's a camaraderie. You look after each other, you see the same faces. It's a good laugh. Win or lose, it's a good day. The sun's out, you're drinking, you got a bev in your hand. Home games.
You know what? People accuse me of being an old school City fan because
Right.
I'm older, but you're only young. This is old school City fan, isn't
Our dad grew up watching City in sort of the 70s when it was the trouble, and he talks about like the dark days of
You're not
football.
that old.
I'm not, definitely not. But our dad talks about like the dark days of football. He says about how it used to be, and he says it's sort of, there's been like a resurgence of like it's fun to go watch City again. And we grew up watching sort of Richard Dunn, Michael Ball, Garrido, Stephen Ireland and Stephen Ireland, Lano was like the peak. 2007 was like the best football I've ever seen as a City fan. I got a signed Joey Barton picture at home, and he was my legend growing up. And I got a lot of fans at home, Liverpool United, giving me shit, and here we are watching the best team in the world. Sun's out, beer in my hand, one more can I want?
Here, it's gin.
Gin's in my hand, one more can I want? This is the life this is, and that's what away days are, and City mean more than anything to it.
Can you add anything to that?
I'll try. So I think a home game is your family, and I think away game is your close family. You know, your mum, your dad, your brothers. And I feel like with away games, no matter what the result is, we're always happy. Cheers, City! Come on!
Sunny to have a few drinks beforehand, you know. Yeah. See a good game. See the friends, meet up with everyone.
And I suppose it's this, isn't it? The atmosphere, being in the pub, the singing, being with fellow City fans, that sort of thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the main thing, isn't it? Like, the best part about away games is everyone joins together.
How are you feeling about today's game?
We're always nervous, so it's a bad question to ask us, I think. We're always a bit dubious, especially after the cup match the other day. We were there for that one, bit of a disappointment, but I think we can bring it back.
Yeah, no, I think so. Hopefully
We'll do it this
2-1
time.
or 3-0 would be nice, but...
Yeah, a draw wouldn't be ideal either, because if we get a draw and we drop points, Arsenal get motivated for Liverpool tomorrow. So we've got to win, the pressure on Arsenal, keep it up. Got to.
It's a long way to come, this, isn't it?
Massive, yeah. Well, this is a team. This won't be an easy game either. Because Southampton at the bottom of the league, the fight for relegation, very close to the bottom. If it could happen, so I think it'll be a very close game, but I think City will pull through 3-1.
It's not the day, it's the whole experience. This isn't just one day. We're staying overnight. We are basically come for a few drinks before check-in. We've got all of our bags down here because some of the cheaper hotels that we use don't allow you to check in before 3 o'clock without an additional charge. So we've come for a beer, we're going to check in a minute, then we'll walk a bit closer to the ground. Once have a couple more drinks before, and then we'll go take in the atmosphere. Southampton's probably one of the better away games because my son was down at university here, so I know where all the bars are, and I know where we're going later on tonight after we stay over. It's nowhere near the ground or the city centre, but we know we're going to have a good time, and it's all about the experience. This is the equivalent of a European away in the UK. It's a different climate, obviously, because
Oh, it's a nice day today.
We're down in the south, and there's that orange thing in the sky that's quite warm. Don't see that much where we're from. So we've come down for that, a few beers and a few laughs with some good friends.
How important's the game, if that's not a daft question?
The game's always important, but it's the reason we've come down in the end, but it's not the whole reason for us to have the trip. We remember the cup this year, we remember the league last year, and we want just to double the cup game from last year, come away with 3 points and keep the pressure on Arsenal. So every game's important in the league at the moment. We've just got to keep trying.
I've been everyone this season apart from Sevilla, and the beer is always good.
It's a lot more than just the football, isn't
It's
it?
a lot more than football.
So if City were to lose today, which obviously could end potentially the title hopes, is that devastating, or does it still come from a great weekend?
It's always a great weekend. Stay with them, and then on the beer again with the lads, and then hotels, curries, everything else.
So that was down at the pub beforehand. Now we're at the stadium, ready for the big game with City. Surely have to win.
The whole experience for me is meeting the lads. It's not just a game. It's not just a 90 minutes. It's never just a 90 minutes. It's all about coming down on the coach, having a bit of banter with the lads, having the old beer, and we've had a great day today. Look at the sunshine today, Southampton.
Has it not changed since we started winning everything? Is it winning not more
No,
important?
I've been supporting City. My first game was Bury. I'm not sure if it was a pre-season or FA Cup game because I was only a young lad at the time, and walked up from Prestwich where I live and up to Bury. Bloody police horses everywhere back then. Even back then, I mean, I'm 66 now, and for me, well, who else would you support? It doesn't matter what up and down. It's just the community spirit of City fans, Manchester folk having a good time. As the song says, you know, we can lose or draw. It doesn't matter. We are City through and through. If we were Blackpool Rock, it would be Man City, wouldn't it?
Well, hopefully a win would be nice. 2-3-0.
Yeah. Are you confident of that?
Not confident, but hopeful.
Hopeful.
Oh.
That's a City fan for you.
Yeah, well, always hopeful. More confident today than I've been recently because these are in a bit of a sticky situation. They're not doing well. We should be able to take advantage of it. Haaland's back, big decision from our point of view. From my point of view, the big decision was whether to play Haaland or Alvarez, because I think Alvarez has been a bit of a revelation, moving defences about, and I don't think they'd be able to cope with him. But Haaland gives them that problem as well, doesn't he? You know, who do you play? And the main thing is who wants to score goals. So at the end of the day, we've got to beat them. We've got no choice because we've got to keep the pressure on Arsenal. Simple as that.
As the club keeps changing, do you change?
I think we adapt rather than change. I don't think it's what we were just saying there about you can't change your allegiance. It's really difficult because you're emotionally involved. You adapt to the new situations. You sort of make excuses for things happening, but the truth is that you don't change in the sense that you change who you support or whatever, but you adapt it to the new circumstances. I mean, we've had to adapt. Let's face it, most City fans of our era have had to adapt to this new situation where we've got money and good players. We talk about it all the time, and I'm sure you do, Ian, where we talk about the past and the past glories. Hang on a minute, we were in the 3rd division. Those weren't glory days, they were horrible. But we talk about that now with sort of affection, which is stupid because it was horrible. And we all know it was horrible, but it was great days from City's supporters' point of view because we sort of almost enjoyed that feeling of failure. But now we're just enjoying these days, because if you can't enjoy these days while you're still fit and healthy enough to go to games, then you're never going to enjoy football at all. Simple as that.
You just heard all that, and you're a younger fan.
I am.
Do you relate to that?
I'm not going to say I relate to it. I definitely can't relate to the pain that was probably felt.
She's lying.
But I was there. I was there from 2005, so I saw us lose 8-1 to Middlesbrough. That was in my lifetime. That was also on my 9th birthday, so I got a City cake which had 8 candles on one side and 1 candle on the other side, which my mum thought was hilarious, but I just cried my eyes out when she did it. So I've had some hard times, but yeah, I absolutely love going to City games. I just have the best every Saturday. When we go with all my mates in town. We live in town, we walk to the games. It's just the best part of my week.
It's great being a Blue, isn't it?
It is. It's great being a Blue.
What's your take on today? City going to win?
Yeah, we've got to really, and blue skies are out. That's the sign. I think we've got to keep the pressure on, show them, make them slip up, make them go for the next one. And I think we're right. Haaland's back, De Bruyne's on fire. Let's have it.
Right, Mr. Cheeseman, I'm just going to give it a quickie. I think we're looking good, and today will be the day where we show we'll beat these today 4-0. And that's a good bet. That Southampton are not the team they were when they played us in the cup, and I still believe this time City, we're going all the way this time. And I'm tell you what, up the boys, and top man.
Hello everyone, I think it's going to be an easy win, not an easy win, a win, but the first 20 minutes are going to be the deciding factor. He's got a strong squad out there. Can't see us losing it, put it that way.
These days you're a big theatrical star.
I am, so they say.
Football's very theatrical, isn't it?
I love the idea that it's a Saturday afternoon and I'm here instead of doing a matinee because I'm not working until the end of this month. So it's a real treat for me because I get very stroppy on a Saturday if I've got to do a matinee and City are playing. So it's great to be here, you know, rock and roll. And last time I was here, we got beat. So we're here now to make sure this doesn't happen again.
And I know you were in Manchester when City were beating Leipzig.
Yeah. I was on stage.
Haaland gets 5 goals. This is your payback if he gets 5 goals.
Gets 5 today, I'll be happy.
The last word before kick-off goes to the one and only Andy Morrison.
I think it's for Arsenal to lose the title. I really do. And it'll be interesting in the weeks coming how they perform under extreme pressure. I'm sure the manager will try and protect them from it, but that's easier said than done. So everything to play for. You know, I see an FA Cup final. I see it being run close, but I think it's Arsenal's to lose. And if it's if the universe aligns for us right, then it'll be our year. If it doesn't, it'll be as in the past. And you know, but whatever said and done, you know, this season has been incredible because it's a bit of a transitional for me with people coming in. Nobody expected Haaland to do what he's done, hit the run the way it's happened. You know, when we just look as players have left over the last few years, we're not allowed to be in a transition. Every other club seems to be in a transition. We seem to have to go from success to success to success. You look at Aguero, David Silva, Ferrandinho, these players who have moved out, and we seem to seamlessly just bring in other players. And it's everything to play for. And yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to do it.
I would say you've got to be at 100% in these sort of games. First half, I would say City were 97%. You've got to be on it, Ian. You've got to be on it. Thank goodness we got a superstar. You know who, Erling Haaland.
But we got over the line in the first half and then turned it on second half. Great goals. Jack Grealish did so. full of confidence. It's great to see. It's really combining with Kevin De Bruyne well now. And that goal from Haaland, what a finish. Unbelievable. Privileged to see it. Oh, it's a machine. Right, and Alvarez on the score sheet as well. A great away day.
Team performance second half. Just didn't get cohesive first half. I don't know why, but Calvin Bernardo comes on as better tempo to the team, I think. So yeah, good performance at the end. Onwards and upwards.
Do you believe City can still win the league this year?
No, it's the one and only time I'm ever going to say it. Come on, Liverpool.
Superb performance. It was pretty hard in the first half. Southampton always going to raise their game. I've seen it so many times down here, but we kept at it and controlled that game second half. Excellent performance second half. I went for 4-1 on some teams, got it in.
Are we looking at the champions again?
I think we will. I think we're going to win this. I'm going to be a scouser tomorrow.
Winning the Champions League easily. 4-1 victory, easy. Bayern Munich in the week, we're going to win. We're going to smash them out of the park. Great performance, 3 points, just up, great goal as well from Howard, so yeah, delighted.
Going to be league champions again?
I think it's going to be close, but yeah, maybe we can do it, hopefully. Arteta, we're coming for you. We've been here before. Fantastic. We're going to win the league.
What was the difference today then?
I was there today, that's the difference.
What's an away day like then? Is it capped off by a performance like that?
That Erling Haaland overhead kick.
That's made your weekend.
Of course it has. I thought it was a good performance in the second half. I think we probably deserved to win it. Typical sort of game really, but Haaland's second goal was terrific. Terrific. We're looking forward to seeing it.
Did you enjoy that?
Really did. Brilliant. Yeah.
Since you're going to win the league?
It depends on 2 things. Whether we can beat Arsenal, obviously that's a given if we win, but tomorrow's a crucial game. If Arsenal win that, I think they'll win the league. If Liverpool get something out of it, it's going to go right to the wire and City can probably do it. We want the Champions League. That's the one we really, really, really need to get, don't we? We need to get it. Because everybody gives us stick. Because we can win the Premier League, we win the Cups, but we can't win the Champions League. We need to win it.
Another comprehensive win, another step closer to, well, potentially a title, but obviously it depends on Arsenal. Thanks very much to Eamar Development UK, Timpson and RRG Group for the support, and all the people who come and support the vlog by being on it or just coming over and saying hello. Really appreciate all that. I of course will be at the game against Bayern Munich on Tuesday. Champions League is back. We really are getting to the big games of the season now, but I hope the video today has captured what it's like to be at an away game, the joy from the supporters, the humour from the supporters, because it's great being a Blue.
We're the best football team in the world. We're going to